Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adyatha Manaf with student ID number 22011010 and 28. So tonight I will analyze the story of the necklace written by Guy de Maupassant. Okay, so the story begins with a young woman who aspires money and luxury named Mathilde Loisel and married to a man named Monsieur Loisel. So one day, Mathilde wants to borrow a necklace from her friends named Madame Forestier to wear it at the high society gathering because she's dissatisfied with her humble way of life. Mathilde experienced admiration and envy from the attendants while she's at the event. But there is a accident that made the necklace lost. She lost the necklace and she with her husband planning to replace the necklace and return it to Madame Forestier without telling her about the necklace because they are afraid of the consequences. After some time has passed, Mathilde come to Madame Forestier's and tell the truth that the jewel was lost. The original jewel was lost, but Madame Forestier tells that the jewel is fake and much less valuable than Mathilde had thought. Mathilde is surprised by the realization that all her suffering over the years was for nothing because she take on the debt and give up in her job to pay off a new jewel to return it to Madame Forestier. One of the central problems of this story is Mathilde Loisel is a material possessions type of person, and she is crazy about a social status. She feels dissatisfied and disappointed about her humble lifestyles, and she wants to impress the others and fit into a high society. Therefore, she borrows a necklace from her friend Madame Forestier. Another problem from this story is a deception and contrast between appearances and reality. When Mathilde lost the necklace, rather than being honest and tell the truth to Madame Forestier, she and her husband want to replace the necklace and didn't tell the truth about the original one that lost. The couple lives in poverty in years, working tirelessly to pay the debt from purchasing the new necklace. Turns out when turns out when Matilde tell the truth to Madame Forestier, the necklace is not not very valuable, not a valuable, not very valuable one, and the replacement of necklace is worthless. The third problem is uh, the illusion of happiness that Matilde feels. Matilde Loisel dreams of sorry. Matilde Loisel dreams about a glamorous life, convinced the material possessions and societal recognition will bring her into fulfillment, like she will be accepted when she's wearing a pricey stuff. But the the illusions blinds her to simple joys and to the simple joys that exist in her current life. She fails to appreciate the love and devotion of her husband and the satisfaction that can be found in their modest lifestyle. So, in conclusion, this story presents several problems, including the materialism and social ambition, deception and appearance versus reality. The deceptions and appearance versus reality. Also, the consequences of choices and the illusion of happiness. So, for solving the problems, there are actually some solutions that Matilda and her husband can take, like they could have feel gratitude about their circumstances, and Matilda herself can appreciate the love of her husbands and enjoy a simple life, so that he can avoid for something she can avoid the longing of something that she didn't have. The second is honesty and responsibility. Being honest with her friend about the situation would have been a better course of actions. Accepting responsibility of her mistakes could have avoided the financial problems and deceptions that allowed. The third is effective communications and shared decision making. Matilda's husband, Monsieur, could have been more involved in making a decision. They could have openly discussed the consequences of choices that they will take. This will allow them to evaluate the risk and consider alternative options. The last is learning from mistakes. Both of Matilda and her husband could have learned from their mistakes by accepting the consequences and adapting their lifestyle, instead of plunging themselves into debt to buy a replacement of the lost necklace. They they could they could have sought financial advice, or thinking about an alternative way to repay the debt without sacrificing their well-being. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.